What is up, my people? Welcome back to Andrea Fontana Beauty. Today we're gonna do something a little different. I've been wanting to do a makeup tag. If you're not familiar, it's like a set of questions that somebody makes up on YouTube, and then it doesn't have to be makeup related. There's all sorts of tags out there. But I wanted to do a makeup tag, and this one was created by Allie Glines. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. I love following her and watching her YouTube videos. I'll link her channel below. But I was kind of searching makeup tags because I knew I kind of wanted to do one. And when I came across this one, I was like, sold. Didn't even look at all the questions. I knew it was going to be great because Allie made it. So I have the questions right here on my phone. And if I have the products in my possession, in my collection, I'm going to share them. Otherwise, we're just gonna chat about makeup today, which I thought would be really fun. If you're interested in this look, I just filmed it, so it should already be on my channel. It's using the Juvia's Place Nubian Royal palette and the ColourPop in the Trance palette. So it's some fun matte purples, and I really like it. It's fun. I went cool toned and... All right, so let's get started. The first question is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? Without a doubt, because I only keep it for nostalgic reasons, would be the original Naked palette. This was, I mean, like the original makeup palette, right? So it was like one of the first that kind of like put palettes out there. And yeah, you can see it's very used. I mean, I had this in college and it's been more than 9 years since I graduated from college. So it's safe to say this is over a decade old. And I don't use it anymore. I truly just keep it in my collection for nostalgic reasons. Obviously, I've hit pan on so many of the colors and I absolutely love it. Okay, I need to go faster than this on each question. Otherwise, this is gonna be way too long. Okay, next. Number 2, what is your most recent makeup purchase? So, didn't even know this was a question on the tag, but I looked this up. But I literally just made a ColourPop purchase this morning. So I don't have it in my hands yet, but I just purchased the Lizzie McGuire eyeshadow palette because it came back into stock. So I was debating whether or not I wanted it. It sold out and I decided that I need it. Yeah, I purchased the Lizzie McGuire ColourPop collaboration eyeshadow palette. And then I also got their gel cream liner Vault. So they're like liner, pencil liners that twist up. I bought the Vault. The Vault. Why is that word hard to say? I bought the Vault, which is 20 different eyeliners. I'm very excited. I think we're gonna be experimenting with some colored liner here shortly on my channel. But I purchased that. And then I think I also purchased their Fault Tip black liner, I think. Good memory since it, I purchased it this morning. But yes, I'm excited to get those and I'm sure you'll see them here once I play with them. What is the first makeup product you ever used? This was easy and I have it only because I use it in my makeup kit for a different reason. So the very first makeup product that I ever got to use that my mom approved of, and I thought it was so cool. I thought I was actually wearing my makeup, but it was Clear Mascara. So this is the Great Lash by Maybelline, which they still make. The regular mascara had the pink tube with the green top, but the clear one is obviously clear. And I love this for setting brows. It's honestly like such a good brow gel, clear brow gel. So I keep it in my kit in case somebody ever has any like crazy brows that go crazy. You know what I'm trying to say. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? Okay, hate is a strong word, so I don't know if I would say that I hate it now, but I used to love a full coverage matte foundation. Like maybe 6 years ago when I was getting my aesthetics license, I remember the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. It was like super full coverage, lasted forever, was super matte blush, like just a crazy, crazy matte look, which my skin was really oily back then, so it worked fine. Don't know if I would still do it if I was super oily today. I'm more normal now, but yeah, I used to love it. And now I wouldn't say that I hate it because I think for certain skin types, and there's a time and place for every type of look, right? Well, most makeup looks. But I really, really, like, I loved it. Full coverage matte every single day when I was getting my license, and don't do it anymore. A makeup trend that I used to hate, but now I love. So this is kind of the reverse. And again, I wouldn't say that I necessarily hated it ever. I just like didn't like it and never did it. And that would be my favorite thing now, which is a sheer foundation that is very, very glowy dewy. I love being dewy. I love being glowy. I mean, look at me today. I'm pretty luminous. And yeah, I love a good dewy sheer. I like my skin to still look like skin. And especially when you're like going in between shades, or for me, I'm trying to match my face to my body. I just love a good sheer foundation. I'd say light to medium coverage is like my perfect. Okay, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? This one was super easy for me. If you watch my videos, probably doesn't shock you, but I love doing cheeks. Blushes, highlighters. I mean, eyes is super fun. Eyes is like a really close second. Eyeshadow, just like obviously playing with different things. But I don't feel complete in my makeup look until I've done my cheeks and done. So I'm saying cheeks because blush and highlighter, like I need them both, or a really glowy blush. But usually it's like a cream blush and then a cream or powder highlighter. I just love them. And I feel like your cheeks, like, yeah, they complete your makeup look. Or like on the opposite end of the spectrum, when I'm hardly wearing any makeup, like my cheeks are like the #1 thing that I do to just make my skin look healthy. So like, which, hold on, we'll get back to that in a second. What is a makeup product you can't live without? Cream blush. If I only do one thing, it's cream blush. Like I don't even do my brows or mascara. If I'm like running out the door and I want to look a little more alive or my skin look healthy, it's a cream blush all the way, and more of like a natural tone. But still, if I had to pick like my one product that I need, it's a cream blush or some sort of like creamy dewy cheek product. What sparked your love for makeup? So this one's actually really interesting because I kind of have two answers for it. And the first one I didn't really like realize until looking back, but my love of doing makeup and kind of like studying the face really came from when I was in high school. I did studio art, drawing and painting, all those type classes. I mean, my school was small, so we didn't have a ton of different types of art classes, but I did as many as I could, and I loved studying the face. I was drawing, I have sketchbooks full of the faces, like didn't really realize how that translated to makeup application until later in life when I was like, wait a minute. This is why I love eyeshadow. Like I love drawing eyes. I would literally in high school rip out pictures of models in magazines, back when we would buy a lot of magazines, and I would sketch them, like just recreate them in my sketchbook, and I loved it. Did it with like charcoal and stuff too. Don't do any of that anymore, which is funny, maybe if I had more time. But that's kind of, I think, where my love of the face and like studying, I don't know, eye shapes and the way the light hits the face and that sort of thing started. But then like actually doing makeup, that probably started in college because I was, you know, going out with friends. I was always doing everybody's makeup. I was starting to build my makeup collection, and I was always testing things out on friends. So I'd say that's when like doing makeup really became really fun and inspiring for me. What is the worst makeup look you've ever done? Bridget, if you're watching this, I think I've apologized 100 times to you for it, but back in college when I was like a freshman, so this is, again, over 10 years ago, my wonderful, kind friends used to let me experiment, and I thought I knew what I was doing, and I thought that I like had the best makeup, and you know, like when you're getting into it. This was before the days of YouTube, okay? There was no tutorials. It was just experimenting. That's how I learned everything. But I did a specific eye look on Bridget that looked like she had a black eye, and we joke about it now all the time, but I'm gonna go with that as my worst makeup look because it just really sticks out in my mind at how bad it was. And like, yeah, Bridget, thanks for sticking through it with me, because now I can do your makeup and it actually looks good. Number 10, what is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? Okay, I have two for this because I have one for a client and one for like my actual face. So I would say the burgundy monochromatic look that I just did for a bridal shoot, that is like my favorite, I mean, I don't know if I can pick an actual favorite, but that's like one of my top favorites that I've done on a client before, because it was supposed to be bold and I had full creative control of it. So yeah, I just really loved how that look turned out, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful considering it potentially for my wedding day, because I love it that much. The other one that I would say is the video that I filmed for a makeup guest look that I wore to a wedding last month. I have a video, again, I'll link that down below or put it in the cards or something. What side is it on? This side, hopefully. I loved how that look turned out, and it was really fun to recreate, and you guys loved it too. I've never gotten so many messages about a makeup look on Instagram, but I really, really love that one. Number 11, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? I gotta go with the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I mean, it's in at least 80% of my videos. I live for this stuff. I think it's so underrated. I don't even buy any other liquid illuminators because this one just takes the cake, and I love that it makes me look dewy. I love that it mixes well with foundation. So if you want to sheer out, or like you're in between colors and you're trying to, like, you know, lessen the coverage of one because it's a little too dark for you, this will help kind of lighten it up but also make you dewy. It's just like a dewy person's dream product, and I have probably gone through like 10 of them, not exaggerating. I love them that much. What is your favorite Splurge makeup product? Okay, I have two for these because I have one that I've been like collecting over the years, which is, I mean, I only have two right here because these are honestly two of my favorite formulas from them. But the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencils, and then what are these called? These are also by Nars. Oh, the Power Matte Lip Pigments. These feel like water on your lips. These last, like, they both last forever. They come in beautiful colors. I have so many, and I try so hard not to buy them all, but I absolutely adore Nars lip products. They're phenomenal. And then my other thing is a newer thing, but like I know I'm going to be saving and buying these for my kit, and that is Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I mean, they're a Splurge, but they are so good. I mean, can you see how crazy this one is? I haven't even had it that long. Whoop. A little piece just fell out. I haven't even had this one that long, and I've used it so much on clients. It does a really great job on all different types of textured lids. I'm obsessed with it, and I know I'm gonna like splurge on some bigger palettes at some point. Number 13, what is your most purchased makeup product? For that one, I'm pretty positive that it's gotta be the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm dog sitting, and Sally totally just scared me. She tried to. She's staying with us for a few weeks, and she totally just tried to open the door to my studio with her nose because she hears me talking, and I know she misses me. She probably is so confused, like, who's in there with her? Anyways, the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot goes on every single client. I mean, I go through at least, I would say 3 or 4 of these a bridal season because I use them up so quickly. It's my favorite eye primer. It goes on everyone. It's the perfect base. It covers veining, discoloration. It's great for all sorts of textures. I absolutely adore these, and the yellow tone of the Soft Ochre shade is magic. So I think I've gone through, yeah, I've purchased at least 10, maybe more of these in my makeup career. I love them. Number 14, what is your earliest makeup memory? I would definitely say, I mean, aside from the clear mascara, my mom was a Clinique makeup shopper and like Lancome, Estee Lauder, that sort of thing. So counter makeup shopper. And my very first makeup that I got to like play with was like all the gift with purchases that she would get from Clinique and whatever. So like I remember this purple, there was a lavender and like a plum eyeshadow duo that she got from Clinique. Do you remember, I don't know, maybe some of you guys remember they were like green little duos and the pan like slid out of the side. It was like that classic old school Clinique green color. And I wore that sucker to death. I thought it was so cool because it's actually kind of funny that I have purple eyeshadow on today. Didn't plan that, but they were like not good quality shadows, but I would try to play around with it, and I probably looked like I had a bruised eye, but I would say that's probably my first memory in like 6th or 7th grade, my mom let me start playing around with some of her, you know, because they put the really ugly colors. They don't, not ugly colors. They put the really not as popular colors in the gift with purchases. So yeah, that's what I remember. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? It's Ulta. I mean, I don't know if Ulta will ever be beat. Sephora is changing their rewards program to kind of help to make it as, it's still not comparable to Ulta's. Ulta's will forever be the best, but I do feel like they're trying to like make it a little bit more exciting. But I love Ulta for the simple fact that there's drugstore stuff. Like, I love that I can go in and I can buy L'Oreal and I can also buy all the other things, you know? I love that they have both price points because I shop from both. I don't just shop high end. So I like Sephora. I go there, you know, for certain things that I can't get at Ulta, but if I can buy them at both, always Ulta. And honestly, second is probably Target. I get a lot of stuff at Target too. 16, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? Okay, I never hear anybody talking about this and it's like so good. Again, another product that's in so many of my videos. It's the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel and I have the shade Deep, 115 Deep. This thing is like, the tone is amazing. Granted, I haven't tried the other tones because I try to stay away from like tinted things or brush products for my clients. So I haven't tried any of the lighter shades. I'm not sure how the tones are, but at least this deep one, like this thing is a dupe for the Glossier Boy Brow. And it's so much cheaper and usually you can find sales with drugstore makeup. So I highly recommend, if you haven't tried that one, I absolutely adore it. If you've tried the lighter shades, let me know what you think about it. But I don't hear anybody talking about it. And it's seriously one of, if not my favorite brow gel from the, yeah, no, it totally is. It's my favorite brow product, honestly, from the drugstore. What are we on? Number 17. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? Guys, I gotta do it. The Naked palettes. And I don't know if I would consider owning it because I keep it for nostalgia. I never use it, but I don't understand why people are still so like obsessed with the Naked palettes. I feel like every time a new one comes out, I don't even like buy them anymore, and I've decluttered, I think, all the ones I've ever had except for the Naked, the original Naked one. But they just don't perform like other shadows, and their prices, I feel like I can get better shadow quality for less of a price, and I don't know. I know they're the original palettes, but they still keep coming out with new ones, and I just don't feel like the quality is there. So and I'm also not really ever in love with the color stories of the new palettes, so I don't know. Naked palettes. Nothing against Urban Decay. I love a lot of their products, but yeah, I just feel like Naked palettes are overhyped. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? The Sonia Kashuk, what's this called? Undetectable Cream Bronzer. I still have mine. I've hit pan on it, and in Warm Tan. This is such a good cream bronzer, guys. It is like, I don't know, it's heaven. It's so good, and you get so much, but Sonia Kashuk doesn't do makeup anymore. Oh, they used to have a really good concealer quad too. So I guess some Sonia Kashuk products. I wish the line, they just do brushes and bags, I think now, and tools, like sponges, but I wish the brand would come back with makeup because I really did like a lot of their makeup products. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? I mean, obviously I follow some of my favorite creators on Instagram, and then oftentimes nature or season changes will really inspire me for new looks or finishes and textures that I want to do. But most of all, I would say fashion. Fashion is like one of my favorite inspirations. If I see a color combo or a print that I like or a style, I love kind of translating that into the makeup, and I get really inspired by seeing different looks, which is again why I personally love thrifting and styling and all that, because it really inspires me in the makeup as well. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I would say the amount of releases of new products. Like, it's honestly, I know that people talk about it all the time, but it's getting kind of ridiculous how often they are coming out with new releases. So I'd like to see that. But then also the amount of editing that I'm seeing in like makeup ads, so whether it's coming from makeup brands, it's like super obvious sometimes when they blur the skin or they, you know, they're advertising for a mascara and they're obviously wearing false lashes. Like stuff like that is just super annoying, and I wish that they would not do it anymore. But then also the same thing coming from like influencers and stuff who are clearly, I don't know, like sharing new makeup looks but have a filter on in their stories, or I don't know, things like that. Like show us what it actually looks like. Skin is gonna look like skin. So yeah, that I hope there's less of that. And then what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? This is question 21, the last question. I want to see more colorful makeup, and I'm saying this for myself, but also for everyone. Like I just, not even that I want to see, you know, makeup artists doing it, but I want to see people feeling more comfortable playing with makeup, you know? That's my hope with sharing bright looks like this. I hope that you're inspired to kind of get out of your comfort zone, try some new techniques, play with it, have fun, look at it as like an accessory to your outfit and an extension of being creative. So I'm hoping I'm inspiring you to have fun with more colorful makeup. Obviously, if you love your neutral makeup and you want to stay with it, cool. But even just seeing people experimenting and feeling more comfortable with bolder techniques and, I don't know, different types of liner and that sort of thing. I just want people to have more fun, and I hope that you get that inspiration from me as well when you watch my channel. So yeah, that was the 21 questions makeup tag. I will leave a link to Allie's original video if you want to see her answers, and let me know if like you agree or disagree with any of these questions for me. I'm actually really curious to know what your first makeup memory is. I thought that was a really interesting one. So comment down below and let me know what your first makeup memory is. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!